Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Ice Baby from Fire and Ice. It's of course brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. And I have to say, despite some controversy surrounding this figure, I'm not going to say she's perfect, but I will say she's better than her buddy Fire. I don't think she's as bad as the community's made her out to be. I actually quite like this figure. So, with that being said, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Ice Baby has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with the collectible trading card, which I hope is hers. I've had a history of mixing these up in the past. Wouldn't be the first time, probably wouldn't be the last either. And then we get a reuse of the Mr. Freeze effects from the Batman and Robin wave. So we get these two, which work as like punchy effects. We get this one, which looks like a frozen leg, which that's exactly what it is. And this one, which is like a frozen upper torso. I will say, these are a little bit nicer painted than the Build-A Wave ones. They have that white frost wash on them. And then as far as this goes, she has the hockey puck display stand we're using with all McFarlane Toys releases. And here is Ice. She uses, I heard the movie Catwoman body. I'm assuming it's like the Robert Pattinson Catwoman body. Never had that figure. Don't know. But she's got this white soft goods top on. Probably could have just been sculpted. It's not like she has a diaphragm joint. It's just like a ball joint in the waist that doesn't do much of anything. She does have, I'm guessing, new lower legs with the fur cuffs. Very reminiscent of Black Cat from Spider-Man. I don't know if these gloves are new, but they are there. And maybe the belt is new. I don't know if she's got a more unique looking belt. The head is obviously new. It is not Jade. The hair is different. Jade's was a little windswept. Hers is even more windswept. So, not a bad figure. It looks fine. It looks like ice. That's all I need it to do. So as far as articulation goes, head will rotate. Not really look up at all. Which is kind of odd, unless mine's just kind of stiff, but there you go. That's the best I got. Get her looking up, which really, again, ain't much. Diaphragm is literally, she does have like an upper torso and a little bit. I guess she does have a diaphragm joint, but she's not getting like any back and forth. She gets a little side to side, and not for nothing, like the back here, well, I think these are probably pushed out a little far. She doesn't have as big of a hunchback as I thought. It's there. It's definitely weird, but you know, we don't get a lot of figures with back sculpting at all, let alone something like probably a bit exaggerated for a character like Ice, but it's not the worst thing ever. And thankfully it is on the back. From the front you don't really notice it, but yeah, she's definitely got some business going on back here. Shoulders can pop out this far, back down, you can rotate, whoop, all the way around. Be mindful of that soft goods piece though, you don't want that to get caught up in there. She has like the rotator cap, but it doesn't really do much. Probably just gonna pop the arm out if I push on that. She's got a bicep swivel, double elbow. At least I thought, anyways. There you go. Double elbow. Excuse me. I guess Zatanna didn't help me out with that frog in my throat. She does have the ball hinge wrists that will rotate, hinge, and swivel. We already looked at the torso. That's fine. I mean, it's not great, but it's there. Hips can kick out about that far, back down, forward, back, double knee. That's fine. Look at that. They can actually make double knee joints that don't look egregious. She does have a thigh cut. It's a tiny bit, but it's there. And then she has like straight up ball hinges for the ankles so they can rotate, hinge, and of course pivot. And when I say straight up ball hinges, they're not sculpted, so I was able to flip these around and have her actually be able to stand worth the crap. Ain't that something? And then she's got a toe joint, of course, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So ice is fine. It's ice. It looks like ice. Feels like ice. It's as cold as ice. Willing to sacrifice our love. In the words of the mighty foreigner. But there you go. I will say this toe looks a little odd. It just doesn't look like it's attached right. But toe joints suck, period, for me. So I'm not going to futz about it. So there you go. There is ice. She looks good. Looks like ice. Does what she needs to. So that being said, I think it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Ice alongside her buddy Fire, who was a Target exclusive about a couple years ago now. And normally I would take the flame effects off for this part of the video, but those are stuck on there. I gave them a pretty good pull earlier, that's what she said, and they didn't come off, so I'm not going to mess up my, over a year old Target exclusive that's probably worth a little bit of money nowadays just for this video. Sorry, not sorry. We already did that with Black Hawk. We're not doing it here. That said, we also have Wall-E West Flash from JLA, because not only is he released as a part of this wave with Ice, but he was also in the same episode of Justice League Unlimited with both Fire, Ice, and even the Elongated Man Platinum Chase we looked at the other day. So check that video out if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you did. And stay tuned the next couple of days. We are going to be looking at good old Wally here. So getting these two out of the way. Bringing our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who as usual, yeah, in this case I'm going to say towers over everyone, because he is quite a bit bigger than Ice. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while she may not be a perfect release for the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, she's a heck of a lot better than her buddy Fire, and I don't think she's that bad. Not being familiar with this movie Catwoman body, I didn't know what to expect going into this, but I'm happy to have Ice as part of my Justice League / Justice League Unlimited setup. I think she is a cool character, no pun intended, okay, maybe a little bit, and I think they made pretty good use out of the Batman and Robin Mr. Freeze effects with her. So yeah, I would recommend this one, especially if you have her buddy Fire, which, again, not as good as this figure here. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.